Justin, we start with Sean Darcy. Have you got any update at this point?
No update. Still working through that. Yeah, he's going to miss the short term. So, not planning to have him in the next couple of weeks. But, hopefully we get him back before the end of the season. And, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes.
What sort of decisions are you working through this week as far as replacing him with a ruck or rejigging your lineup? I think probably been well documented that we're happy with the structure we've got, but we've got to be able to have players in good form at waffle level to be able to step up. So we'll just work through that, whether we go with another ruck or another key forward or we go smaller. Like there's the three options. We've got to make sure that, the players that are coming in are in good form and are going to be able to contribute in the right way. How do you view Liam Reedy's form?
He's been building. Probably started the year a little bit slow. He's had a few hiccups along the way, but he's had some consistency over the last 3 or 4 weeks, which is going to put him in the discussion.
He's a strong young man as well, though, so he's sort of almost ready-made for the AFL.
Yeah, physically, yeah. It's just a matter of whether the craft is up to the level to be able to give us best opportunity to succeed around clearance and compete the way we want to compete. So, clearly Luke is our second best ruck on the list. So, we just got to weigh up whether he's best served in the ruck or forward.
Last time you played the Swans, Brandon Walker did a great job shutting down Tom Papley. Are there any names floating about as to who could fill that role? Or?
We're going to have to get someone to play on him. Obviously, he's creates a lot of energy and excitement for him, and does a lot of damage and can be a pivotal part in the game. So obviously Walks did a good job against him last time. We're going to have to find a match-up for him.
Do you see Luke? Hayden Young, Michael Frederick, and possibly Heath Chapman? Where's he at?
The first two, Freddie and Youngie, are a good chance. They've got to do a little bit of training today. They're on different programs, but they've got to do a little bit of training today. They get Caleb Sarong back from suspension. And Chappie will play some footy this week, we hope. So that won't be at AFL level. It'll be at waffle level at one of the grades. So we'll just ease him back in and try and build his fitness up the right way because he's just missed so much footy. So, the first two are good chances.
How much does your game plan change from last time you played Sydney at the SCG to at Optus, given the severe difference in the ground dimensions?
I don't think it's changed much. And some of the things we need to get right in terms of contest and pressure and the way we defend, need to be the same. So, I don't think the ground dimensions changed too much.
Looks like it might be Lance Franklin's last game in Perth. He's got a pretty good record at Optus Stadium. How do you sort of look at handling someone like him, especially with the emotion of playing in his home state?
Probably that bit doesn't come into it, and whether it's his last game at Optus or not, we treat him the same way. He's a really important part of their team. They go to him a lot. So, Piercy played on him last time and did a decent job. So, I suspect that'd be a similar matchup. And we're going to have to stop the supply and get some pressure on the ball, the things you need to do to be able to stop good key forwards.
If Luke Jackson were to be the number one ruck this weekend, would you look to go a bit smaller in the forward line or add another tall in, or what would sort of be the idea there?
Like I said before, we've got to work through those scenarios. There's two options. You just got to make sure that the people we're bringing in are in good form and are going to be able to contribute. And then we get the mix right.
The soreness that Jacko had earlier in the season, is that still a factor for him if you bring him in as the number one ruck?
Well, there's a little bit. I think some of the concerns were caused off the back of his spike in ruck loads. So he went from doing obviously his second ruck and minimal ruck, playing mostly forward to all of ruck, and there was a big jump which he wasn't used to. But this time hopefully he's used to it because he's already been through it. And he's had that taste for being a number one ruck, and his body's up to it. So we think he should be right.
Justin, we want to get out these last few games, take finals and all that out of the equation, but what would satisfy you to see as far as the group achieve?
We just need to be more consistently imposing our brand. And that's probably been the frustrating thing across the season, whether it's week to week or quarter to quarter. We haven't imposed ourselves well enough. And then, when we're focused too heavily on one area of the game, other areas have slipped. So it's consistency across all our phases and consistency across the whole game, and that's our challenge. And that comes back to individuals being more consistent across the course of a game, and that's our individual challenge, but that'll feed into what we do as a team. So we need to use these last 6 weeks to make sure we're as consistent as we can. And what will be will be.